And okay, now it works. Okay, so I prove to you first whether it is genetic or it is not. Okay, so first things first, my mom and my dad. Okay, my mom, this is taken just a few weeks ago. Okay, my mom is 80 this year, and that is my dad, and he is 90 this year. Okay, they both look young for their age, that's for sure. Do they have any genetic sameness? No, they don't. They are not genetically connected to each other, correct? Okay, next one. That's my husband and myself, okay? When I married my husband, when I got to know my husband, I was 30, okay? And my husband was 30 as well. And no one would say that he looks young. But now, this photo, we are both 50. So he looks young for his age as well, okay? Again, no genetic commonality, okay? Okay, this is not the best photo of my brother-in-law, but this is my brother-in-law, and the one in white is my nephew. Okay, I didn't want to crop my nephew off because it's not a very clear photo. But my brother-in-law in this photo, he is 56. So again, you can see that he's young for his age, okay? And this one, this is my sister in pink. She is 56. This is a photo in our Chinese New Year. I cropped it from our big Chinese New Year gathering. The one on the right is my mom, 80 this year. That's me, holding the ang pao with the rabbit ear, so you know that it's this year. And my sister is 56, okay? So every time when somebody says, you look young, you know, you look really younger than your age. And sometimes I'm like, yes. And I don't really know how to react because actually in my family, I'm not the one that looks the youngest. Okay, it is my sister that looks the youngest. And in this photo, you can notice that my sister actually looks younger than me, and she's 5 years older than me. Okay. So between my sister and myself, we do a lot of things that is very similar, which is what my mom and my dad taught us. Okay. The difference between my sister and myself is she's a lot stricter when it comes to exercise. She's also a lot stricter when it comes to food. Okay, so her food is a lot cleaner than mine. Okay, so what is the next thing that I wanted to show you? Okay, this one is saja ni nothing to do with skin, but it will also emphasize the fact about what I'm going to say later on. I walk my dad in the evenings. Okay, and this photo was taken because I'm always walking with him and he's walking in front of me. So I take photo of him and I can see May 2022 to January 2023. Can you all see the difference? Can you see the hair has gone darker? Right? And this photo I took just for the presentation, just, a few days ago. Okay, and you can see that from the botak, it has also grown more hair. And on top of that, it is white hair and turning black hair. So if you tell me that it's genetic, then tak betul lah, right? Because genetic doesn't work like that, okay? You cannot reverse your genes, right? So what does all this mean? It means that it has to do with our daily lifestyle, seriously, Genetics can help you, but it is also what you do in your daily lifestyle, okay? And if you don't have good genes, your daily lifestyle being taken care of would be a lot better than somebody with good genes and not doing a good lifestyle, okay? So starting from the very basic, okay? This is the basic of all. Okay. What my mom taught me, okay? My mom would always say, drink a lot of water, okay? And we will always, when we are young, that is like nagging, we are always listening, we are always hearing that drink a lot of water. And there was one time when I was young and I wanted makeup. And my mom said, if you don't have beautiful skin, makeup is not going to make you beautiful. If you have beautiful skin, then makeup will make you even more beautiful. So when I ask you to drink water, you drink water. So that was my mom since young. Okay? So what exactly is my mom trying to say? Okay, let me explain to you in a way that you all can understand. Okay, for starters, skin, our skin, you want beautiful skin. Our skin is actually an organ. Okay, we remember and yet we forget because skin as an organ is the only organ that is on the outer side, and so we tend to take for granted because it is passive. It's not reactive. You know, it is not like us having our heart on the outside and then we will panic. Cannot expose to air, cannot expose to sun. But skin, because it does well, we tend to take for granted. Okay, but we should not take for granted for too much. Okay, because here, water is needed in every part of your organ. Okay, 60% of us is water. Our eyes need 95% water. Our heart, 75%. You can see all of this. Every part of our organ, every part of our body needs water. Okay, so what happens when you don't have enough water? That means your organs cannot function fully. And if your organs cannot function fully, then you cannot have it in best condition. So then you're going to ask, today we are talking about skin and beauty lah. So how many percent is skin? Skin is 70 to 75% water. Okay? So what is the thing about water is our bodies cannot retain water. Our bodies will have to let go of water every day. Our breathing, our talking, there is water fumes coming out. Our pee, our poo, our sweat, every time, every minute of the day, there's always water coming out, okay? And if we do not replenish it, you will never get your skin in top form. You will never get the 70 to 75% water in your skin. And if you don't do that, you cannot get beautiful skin. That one, I am very sure. So what is it that I do? 2 to 3 liters of water per day, okay? So my practice, even until today, even for my sister and for my mom, we carry a bottle of water with us everywhere we go, okay? So we will measure. So I cannot see any one of y'all. I hope y'all can see me. There's this bottle. Can you see this yellow bottle? Somebody reply me. Can y'all see this bottle of water?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this bottle of water is 1 liter, okay? I will carry it around with me every day and make sure that I finish 2 to 3 bottles, okay? 3 bottles when the weather is hot like today, and 2 bottles when it is cooler, like end of last year when it's raining every day and I don't need so much water. So how this water is clear water, meaning that this is extra water from my daily ningxia, from my soups, from my juices, coffee. On top of all of that, it is clear water. Okay, so that is what my mom tries to say. You need water to get beautiful skin. Okay, so next one. What does my dad say? When we are young, there is a ruling in the house. Okay, when we sleep, when somebody is asleep, you do not disturb them. That means if somebody is sleeping in the hall, you will tiptoe. You don't go to toilet and slam the toilet door. You don't slam the room door. You don't switch on TV. You don't switch on radio. We respect the person that sleeps. If somebody calls, we will say, hello, the person is sleeping, please call back, or we will get the person to call you back. That is always the norm in my family, okay? So growing up until I got married, I thought that would be normal in every family, but actually it is not. when I got married to my husband, I realized that in his family, it is okay to wake people up, okay? Wake people up for non-urgent stuff, which is not acceptable in my family, okay? So my dad is very strict on that. And why? Because my dad says that sleep is very important for health. My mom says, you want to be beautiful, you need to sleep because you need your beauty sleep, okay? So translated to today, okay, how do I explain to you why they think like that, okay? What is beauty sleep? Beauty sleep is deep sleep, okay? So a lot of times we think that beauty sleep is, every night I sleep 8 hours. That means I should get beauty sleep already lah. Actually, it is not, Beauty sleep is only 20% of your entire sleep. Beauty sleep equals to deep sleep, okay? And what we mean by deep sleep is during that time, your body can repair its organs, which means that it can also repair your skin because your skin is an organ. And only 20% of your entire night's sleep is when your body can repair your skin. So you just imagine if you cannot get into deep sleep, that means your body cannot repair your skin. And as you can see in my slide here, it starts to go down naturally as you age. And over the age of 65, sometimes you can't even get deep sleep, which means that it's difficult for you to even get to repair your body, to repair your organs. Okay, so that is why when it comes to old folks, it takes a long time for them to repair themselves, to heal their body. Every time when there's an injury, it takes a longer time because also of deep sleep. So if you want beauty sleep, you have to increase your deep sleep time. Okay? And how do you do that? You have to diffuse or apply essential oils lah. Okay, so that is what I do. Okay, so let me explain to you a little bit about sleep first. It is not that in the 8 hours that you sleep, it is not that you are sleeping, light sleep, and then you go to deep sleep, and then you wake up. It doesn't work like that. It works like light sleep, deep sleep, and then something kacau you, and then you light sleep again, you deep sleep again. Then your husband snore, and then you light sleep again, you deep sleep again. And this cycle runs about 4 or 5 times in each night, okay? So if you don't have tools to help you, it could be that you keep waking up very, very often before you even get into your deep sleep cycle. That means you light sleep, you wake up already. You light sleep, you wake up already. Then it's very hard to repair your skin that way. You need to hit the deep sleep. So when it comes to deep sleep, what I do is I like to diffuse and apply every night. Okay, so my diffuser is always the sleep oils. Okay, sleep oils will be, my favorite is lavender and cedarwood. Peace and calming. If I need stronger ones, it will be vetiver and sandalwood. Okay, and also I categorize certain oils, especially lavender. Lavender, seedlings calm, tranquil. This is only for my sleep. Okay, and it is only for during sleep time. So diffuse that or apply tranquil. Other things that I apply is always for emotional, because for emotional, you need to apply oils for your emotional detox, okay? And that will also help you to sleep better. And when you sleep better, you also get more deep sleep. The other thing is, if you're sinus like me, then also sinus oils so that you can sleep better and also achieve more deep sleep. So that is what my family means by you must sleep well, okay? So next, okay, what happens to our skin when we age? Definitely all this we already know, okay? The dry skin lah, the wrinkles lah, the sagging, okay? This is what you don't know, okay? A lot of us don't know this is fat distribution in our face. At the age of 35, you see the yellow parts are the fat, and from one part to another part, it is very padat. You know, it is all filled up. At the age of 45, you start to see the gap already. Okay, and the age of 55, oh my goodness, look at that. There is more gaps than fat distribution in the face. So here's something that I know. As we age, our bodies will redistribute the fat, meaning that this happens to our face, but our body will start to gather a lot of other fats. Okay, but our face will reduce fats. So what do we do? What do I do? Okay, by mid of 30s, I have started to take omega-3. Okay, so back then it was any omega-3, and then when I started Young Living, it would be omega guys from US. So what omega does is, omega is good fats, right? So when our body redistributes the fats, then omega-3 doesn't affect so much of our belly fat and our thigh fat and all of that, but it still helps in putting fats in our face and everywhere else. So if you say that, oh, you know, I just want to eat fats, you can eat fats, but if you eat fats, it will also affect your heart by clogging your heart. It will also give you all the belly fat and all the other parts of the fat that you don't want. Of course, it will still put to your face, but the thing is, it will also affect all the other parts that you don't want. So omega-3 is something that I did since my mid-30s was because of that. So that, you know, it doesn't collect in all the other places, but it collects still in my face. Okay. My mom is also on omega-3 since young. So next one, endocrine system. Every time when we talk about endocrine system, people always get confused. What is endocrine system? Is it thyroid? Some people say, yeah, it's thyroid. Some people say, no lah, it's not thyroid. I think it is our uterus. And some people say, I don't think so. I remember it is our, you know, above our kidney there. Don't know what gland. Okay, so I show you what is endocrine system. This whole thing is endocrine system. Okay. All of these parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 parts add together is, okay lah, 9 parts lah, because, you know, you either have testicle or ovary, right? So 9 parts add together is your endocrine system. Okay. So what happens when we age? Endocrine system weakens. When endocrine system weakens, it will produce lesser hormone. When it produces lesser hormone, that means that it also produces lesser estrogen. Lesser estrogen hormone also means that it produces lesser collagen, because estrogen produces collagen. So what happens when we have lesser collagen? Yes, for sure we know our skin will get wrinkly and saggy. Okay. The other part that a lot of us, some of us might not know, is our blood vessels. It gets loose. The walls get thin, and then it is prone to breaking. And you will find that your skin doesn't look so smooth anymore because of all the little blood spots. Okay, so I'm not sure if many of you know that, but if you look very closely, like for my age at 51, if I look closely, I can see little blood spots. Okay, if you don't know what I mean, later on I will show you what. Okay, so when it comes to lower collagen, what do? Obviously, you drink collagen lah. Okay, you can also eat collagen, but eating collagen like chicken feet and tendon and all of that also increases cholesterol. So as you age and you need to eat more collagen, that is also not the right time for you to be eating a lot of food that increases your cholesterol, because your cholesterol tend to be higher as you age. Okay, so Bloom collagen is something that I take very diligently, okay? Why I do that is because collagen actually passes out in your urine. It doesn't retain in your body, okay? So you drink and then it processes. When you urine, it's going to go out. Okay, so every day you need to replenish, right? Otherwise, then there is no collagen. Okay, and I am a very, very firm believer of Bloom collagen. Let me show you. Okay, this is a WhatsApp that I have with my friend. She's actually my ex-colleague, and she is 40 years old this year. Okay, and I tell this to her just like I tell to everyone else. Okay, when you're young, even after drinking 5 bottles, right? In the morning, when you are looking in the mirror, the minute you wake up, you can see that your face is brighter. You know, it is not so dark. You know, or in Chinese they say 冇咁沉啊. You know, 見到光啲, you know, and it is really true. You know, I do believe in that. For myself, it took about 2 months. Okay, but if you are younger, it will show even faster. Okay, and she was like, okay. And 1 week later, I'm not sure if you can see the date because I can't see it from here. She came back to me and she says that, ayo, my face glowing now. Okay, so memang our collagen works. So if you have not tried, I encourage you, please go and try. Fun fact about collagen, okay? Can I get collagen from plants? The answer is no, okay? Collagen only comes from animals, okay? Animals, collagen parts, okay? Whether it is the ears or the lips or the feet, okay? So you can get collagen from what animals? From beef, from pork, from chicken, from fish, okay? Of course, you can also get from sheep. There's also sheep collagen, okay? So out of all of this, my personal choice, I choose fish. Okay, even if it is not Bloom collagen and Bloom never existed, I will still go for fish. Why? Because all the other animals has hormone injection, there's hormone disruptors in it. Okay, so fish is the one that doesn't have hormone disruptors, and I don't need any more hormone disruptors in my food. Okay, especially when it comes to collagen drinks or collagen powders, because it is more potent. Okay, it is definitely more potent than us eating chicken feet every day. You know, a lot of chicken feet equals to like 1 bottle of collagen drink. So I don't want to have a lot of hormone disruptors with any of these other animals. So I would still choose fish. Okay, so luckily, Bloom collagen is fish. Yeah. So we have been talking a lot about our inner skin, okay, skin as an organ, and all of this, you know, taking in something for better skin. Okay. Now let's talk about outer skin, how I take care of my skin on the surface. Okay, so I have skin that most Malaysian women have, which is dry on the outside, but actually inside is oily. Okay, so then there will be certain products that I use. Day 1, okay. Day 2, okay. Day 3, and then pimples pop out. But actually my skin is still dry. Okay, so that means that your inner skin is actually oily. So what do I do? When it comes to cleansing, I always use Art Foam Cleanser. Why? Because foam cleanser is milder. And if I have a heavy day with full makeup on and all of that, then instead of using a gel cleanser or stronger cleanser, what I do is I will double foam cleanse. Okay, that means I wash 1 time, I feel it is still too oily, dirty, I foam another time. Okay, so now Art Cleanser already discontinued. So what do? I actually use our Balance. Okay, so Balance is in gel format, right? What you do is in the empty Art foam cleanser container, I will squeeze in about 30%. Then I top up with water. Okay, After that, you try and pump it, you will definitely still get the foam. So at the end of the day, it is not using in gel format or cream format. Try to use it in foam format. That is what I'm trying to tell you, okay? It doesn't matter what product you use, but it's just that try to use it in foam format because then it would be milder on your skin. So when it is milder on your skin, then your surface skin will not dry out so much, okay? So next one is toner. And I don't use toner. I use my own DIY toner spray, which in the next slide I will show you. And I use that as a toner, and I use that several times a day, okay? So the recipe that I am using is actually for pigmentation because I am someone who is very, very particular about pigmentation, okay? So's my mom. So later on, I'll show you a little bit more, okay? But what I do is, every time the minute I wake up in the morning, I will spray my DIY toner spray. Every time I go out, I come back in, I will wash my face, I will spray again. If I go out and do laundry on a hot day, I come in, I sweat, I will wash my face and I will spray that toner spray again. So that toner spray is like being sprayed on my face like a few times a day, okay? And if you were to ask me, what is it that makes my skin clear? I would say that it is this toner spray on top of everything else, okay? So of course, whatever you do for your inner skin, you have to do, because if you don't do that, you know, your outer skin is not going to be nice and, you know, it's not going to show, right? But outer skin care, you want it to take care of the moisture and all that. Yes, this toner spray, I feel is really good. Moisturize, I don't really moisturize. I only moisturize nightly because I sleep in aircon. Daytime, I use sunblock as a moisturizer. Why I do that is because my skin underneath is oily. So every time when I use a moisturizer in the daytime, I find that, you know, it gets too oily for me and then I start getting pimple. Okay. So this is for skin that is like mine. If you have skin that is like on the outer is dry, but underneath, you know, is oily, then you can try this method, okay? So this also means that I use sunblock quite a lot. So remember I was telling you, I go out, I come back, I wash my face and I spray my toner. And then if I have to go out again, I will sunblock and I will go out again. So I'm also putting on a lot of sunblock in a day, yeah. So next one, as I was telling you earlier, I am very particular about skin pigmentation. So my DIY toner is really focusing on skin pigmentation, okay? And as we age, our melanocytes, which is the ones that is like keeping our skin from not having pigments, is being produced lesser. The existing ones increase in size and it becomes centralized, meaning that a lot of other parts of our skin is open to pigmentation. So that is why when we age, we will have pigmentation, okay? So I didn't want to stop the presentation. So I'm just going to show you the picture instead of, you know, doing a live DIY. But since everyone is familiar with DIY, I think we are pretty okay here, okay? So let me start. You see this brown bottle here? This is an empty bottle, okay, which I mix my DIY toner, okay. So we start with 25% or a quarter of whatever toner that you would want to use. I prefer Bloom Essence because Bloom Essence is a little thick, okay? So it has light moisturizing in it. So that is what I prefer. Recently, I bought Lava Derm to try. So if you are the kind of person that don't like to even have any thickness or any light moisturizing in your toner, you can just use Lava Derm because Lava Derm, when you spray on, will just feel like water. there is no light moisturizing at all. Bloom Essence, if you put on, you can feel there is some light moisturizing. So that is also why I don't use toner. I don't use moisturizer in the daytime. Okay. Balanced toner. I wouldn't advise you to use balanced toner in this kind of DIY spray, partly because this is going to spray all over your face. Balanced toner has alcohol, so you try not to put it around your eyes, okay? Because that part is sensitive and you shouldn't be putting alcohol there. So balanced toner, what I do is, because my T-zone here is oily, I always use my balanced toner to apply here, down here, okay? Because then it will stop the oil production, the sebum production so much. Okay, so this one is targeted. This one, I DIY spray, I will just spray all over. Balanced toner at night, I will just put here, and then I will put my moisturizer on. Okay, so it is a myth when people say that you get a skin product and you put all over your face. Not true, yeah? You don't do that. Some parts of the skin will be drier than other parts. So some parts, yes, you need to put this product, and some parts, like your T-zone, then you can put your alcohol toner. But it should only be there. It shouldn't be in other parts of your face, especially your cheeks, whereby it is dry. No need to do that, you know. So this is only 25%, as I was saying. You top up with water, okay? I'm using a 20 ml bottle. Why? Because I'm using tap water. When you use tap water, you want to refresh it all the time. So don't use a 100 ml bottle of DIY bottle, because after that, you find that, you'll be using it for more than a month, and that's not too good, So have it in small bottle, and then every time when you finish, you keep on putting in and making more and more and more. So for me, this little bottle lasts about 2 weeks. So every 1.5, 2 weeks, I will make fresh ones. So this is only part of it, okay? What are the oils that I use in that DIY toner, okay? So in that little bottle of 20 ml, I always choose 5 drops. 5 drops only. 5 drops of what? It depends on my mood and what my skin needs, okay? This is a photo that I took today, okay? In recent times, this is what I'm using. So let me go through. In every bottle that I make, rose and helichrysum is a must, okay? Why? Because rose is for glowing skin. Helichrysum helps to heal the skin, okay? So it regenerates skin, it heals the skin, and that is what you need. So rose and helichrysum is something that I've used for a long time, okay? Next one is sandalwood for moisturizing. Frankincense for anti-aging, okay? Because frankincense will normalize the cells. So when it normalizes the cells, then your cells will be all very healthy. Your skin cells will be very healthy. Neroli. Neroli is actually for shrinking pores and also shrinking your blood vessels, okay? So shrinking pores, as you age, our pores get bigger. Our blood vessels will also start to show as we age. So if you shrink it, then it doesn't show so much on the surface of the skin, okay? So blood vessels, if you are at my age, you will find that it's a bit of a problem, because the blood vessels will show, and from far it looks like pigmentation. It looks darker because actually you can see your blood vessels underneath your skin. Your skin starts to get thin, okay? So that is when you feel that, oh, okay, I need neroli. Roman chamomile to calm the skin, okay? This is also important because every day when we wash our skin and we sweat and there's dirt and we wipe our skin and we use the towel to, swipe our skin, there's always stress on the skin. So you need to calm it so that it doesn't look inflamed. When it looks inflamed, it will also look a little uneven. The skin tone looks uneven. On days when I don't want to use my sandalwood, I will use dry skin serum. Okay. This I find is really good for moisturizing. It's not available in Malaysia, but if you can redeem it from US, please do so, because it'll last you a long time. Because every time you just put like one drop, okay? And it's really good for dry skin. The other one that I use is copaiba. Copaiba is anti-inflammatory, which means that, all the redness from the skin, the daily wear and tear, copaiba also does the work of healing. So you can use copaiba if you don't want to use helichrysum, that's up to you, okay? So these are the oils that I use. I know that a lot of people say, oh my God, all the oils are expensive. But you know what? If you want to maintain good skin, you really do have to invest a bit, And I'm sorry to disappoint all those that was hoping to see lavender. No, I don't put lavender on my face in my DIY toner. I use it a lot when I cut myself or I have wounds. Immediately, I will just put on a lot of lavender, okay? But not in my DIY toner, but you can do so. That is also very calming for the skin. So remember, pick only 5 for a 20 ml bottle, okay? So next one, this is talking about pigmentation, okay? Melasma. Melasma is not pigmentation, yeah? So I took this photo because this photo is really good to show you everything that I need to show you. First things first, where I'm pointing, this is pigmentation, okay? Age pigmentation. This bigger spot is melasma, okay? I will explain to you the difference. And remember I was saying that when collagen production reduces, you will see a lot of tiny little blood spots. See where my arrow point, This is a blood spot. See this? This is a blood spot. Okay. Where else? This one is a blood spot. This one, and this one is when the blood spot dries up. Like this, you can see it's red, it's fresh. What is all this blood spot? Remember I was telling you, when we age, our little blood vessels become loose, become thin, and it is very prone to breakage. So actually on our skin, there is very, very small, tiny, mini capillaries, and it's very prone to breaking. Sometimes it breaks because, we are just moving our skin about like that, okay? Sometimes it just breaks because we are carrying things and we stretch our skin, or it can just break because it is just very fragile already. You just poke your face like that and then, it breaks. Very, very small capillaries. But all these little small ones, okay, it will also end up making your skin not looking smooth. Okay? So that is, remember how to counter that is collagen, yeah? So drink your collagen. So what is melasma? Okay, melasma is all this brown spot, okay? And melasma can be due to liver toxins. It is not. It can be aging, but a lot of the time it is not part of aging when you see these big spots, okay? For Chinese, we tend to have a lot of round ones, okay? This is an Ang Mo lady, but Chinese ladies, you tend to have these round ones, okay? So let me show you. This is my mom 5 years ago, okay? 5 years ago, she was already using frankincense for her melasma spot. You see here at the nose, this is already lighter after 2 years of frankincense. And my mom, or I am like my mom, very particular about spots. We just hate spots. She has this spot on her nose and she is so hating it, And after 2 years, even though it lightens, and I tell her that it's not so bad. She's like, no. I want to get rid of it. Okay. Remember this photo? This was from this year's Chinese New Year. You notice her spot is gone. Okay. You see, she has this here at the side, this spot. This spot is still here. But she's not too bothered about this spot. Okay. But this spot is gone. So this spot, I feel, is age pigmentation. This spot, I feel, is liver toxin. So what do you do when you have liver toxin? Multigreens. So that was what my mom did. Okay. And how we came up with multigreens was because I have an auntie that was taking a lot of chlorophyll. And she had a spot like that, but hers was at the side of the face. Okay, a big one at the side of the face. 1 year later, her entire spot disappeared. And she said that she took a lot of chlorophyll. So then my mom died. And then her spot went away. This is after 6 to 9 months of multigreens. Okay, so what is multigreens? Multigreens is again something that you can get from the US. Multigreens is also all the greens, a lot of chlorophyll, very strong chlorophyll. Okay, and what multigreens does is it detoxes your body. So if you want to reverse your melasma, you can also use any other way of detoxing. You can use Jua cleanse, you can use Jua flax, you can even use any of the detox protocols out there, up to you. For my family, my mom uses multigreens. I have been on multigreens every year just to keep it away. Okay. So I cannot end the presentation without telling you all the other stuff that I take. Okay. So these are the stuff that I take all the time. Ningxia, when I first started out in 2015, 30 ml, I found that it didn't quite work for me. Then Young Living said that we should up to 60 ml, which I did. And then I found that, yes, I'm beginning to see some changes, okay? And then I upped it to 120 a few years ago before COVID started. And with 120, then I'm able to see a lot of other things happening, okay? So aside from my eyesight, my immunity, and all of that, I also find that my skin recovers a lot faster. So remember, you have to have nutrients in your diet in order for your skin to have the tools to repair itself. Okay, so if you are on a strict diet or you're on a clean diet or any of that, okay, remember that you also need to have a lot of nutrients, which is Ningxia. Okay, for us that is on no diet, then our daily food is just not enough. Seriously, it's not enough. We need to have additional nutrients, which would be Ningxia. That is what I take all the time. Hormones. When your hormones is out of place, your skin looks really bad. So I started Femigen 5 years ago. Now we have ISO 1, which is so much better. Then I don't need to redeem Femigen from US. But Femigen has made my skin clearer, because when the hormones start to be haywire, the skin also becomes, it becomes rougher, it also becomes uneven and all of that. So make sure that your hormone is always in place, okay? So otherwise you cannot get good skin if your hormone is imbalanced. This one, repetitive actions on your skin. This one I put here because I noticed that a lot of people, after you wash your face, a lot of people tend to take the towel and then they do this or they do this to wipe their face. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to dab it, okay, not pull your face skin. If you keep on pulling your face skin, which a lot of us do, then obviously you'll set faster, okay? And it's the same with hair. A lot of people with their wet hair, they come out of the shower, then they take their comb and then they pull it, wet hair. Then you will have a lot more hair loss. and your hair will also be flatter. Okay, so don't do that. Okay, repetitive actions on your skin definitely is important. Okay, so if you want, dab it, or you can dab and move up a bit. Don't pull it out. Okay, so the other one is gut health and body inflammation. If you have a poor gut, your skin is going to show. Okay, and if you have body inflammation, that also means that your body is not healthy. It's also going to show in your skin. Okay, so you need your probiotics, which is Life 9, and you need your mineral essence, which is your M essence. Okay, this two is part of, yes, a healthy body, but it is also very crucial that you have these two in order to have beautiful skin, in order to have good skin. So you cannot escape not having these two. Okay, so it is a must. So okay, I think I have finished my presentation, and I hope that is okay, because you know what, I'm really flying blind. I cannot see anyone, and I cannot even see the time on my computer. So remember, your skin is a mirror of your inner health. Okay, so when you look at a person with clear skin, there is also what do you call it, a depiction of the person's health inside. Okay, so if you don't have good skin, then you better watch out that, you know, things inside your body is not in totally perfect, in good health. Okay, so you have to take care of your inner health in order to have beautiful outer skin. Okay, so okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop share. Okay, wow, okay, now I can see everyone. Oh goodness. So that was a little uncomfortable for me because I couldn't see anyone. But okay, great. Is there anything? Let me check the chat. Oh yeah, my mom doesn't look 80. Yeah, in real life, she also doesn't look, even more so. My dad also doesn't look 90. My dad still does brisk walking. He does, like, 6.5, 7 kilometers walk in the evenings with me. So my parents are in good